Friends, and welcome to Studio de Jeffrey. It's nice to see you guys. Per usual, this broadcast is going to be brought to you by my friends at BetOnline, betonline.ag, where I encourage you to use the promo code BELIEVE, BLEAV, and receive your 50% sign-up bonus on your first deposit and get in on all the sportsy sports. We got Luka and Kyrie now. It's about time to win some damn basketball games. You want to put a little something on that? Maybe you're an XFL guy. I don't know. Maybe like UFC, John Jones, go. But regardless of what sport you like, they've got you covered. My friends over at betonline.ag. Promo code BELIEVE, BLEAV. Hi, everybody. I just wanted to pop online because I had not been on in a little bit because, honestly, schedule kind of hectic. But I did want to stop by and talk about a couple of things. Obviously, Tony Pollard being franchise tagged. That's pretty big. That's pretty relevant. And then my word of advice for the Cowboys. My word of advice for the Cowboys is now, please release Ezekiel Elliott. And I love him. I think he's a sweet man and a wonderful teammate. But I think as long as Jerry Jones is in love with the guy who should be the backup running back, you probably don't need to have that guy around, or you're going to have your coach having to hear about how you need to have a significantly worse player on the field. So let's just move on from that, and we can keep it moving. They shouldn't have tagged him. Waste. I could go either way with that. If you wanted to tell me, I mean, look, I'm the guy who hates the running backs and spending money on them. But if you tag Tony Pollard and he's going to play for 1 year at $10 million and the cap is 225 or whatever, that's fine. What's not fine is that last year the Cowboys spent $20 million on running backs and $13 million on wide receivers. So why do you think your wide receivers weren't very good? And that position's way more important. On Facebook, Rhonda, what you been doing after leaving 105.3? Good question. I'm working at 97.1 The Freak in DFW from 7 to 11 a.m. You can hear me, Kevin Turner, Julie Dobbs, and Matt Cather. Our show name is The Speakeasy. You can find it on the iHeartRadio app if you're not in the listening area. Zeke is the number one running back in the what? Okay, all righty. Okay, we'll just move on from that. We're not going to worry about that. Yeah. So tagged Pollard and spending $10 million on the running back room, that's fine, especially if it's for 1 year. It leaves your options open for later. It keeps one of your two really good playmakers, and hopefully you can redevote some of those resources to wide receiver that we're going to another running back that the tread is off the tires. So, peace. What's up, Jeff? What's up, everybody? It's good to see you. Got a big volleyball game in about 55 minutes, but I figured, you know what? I haven't been on the tube in a while, so I need to pop on the tube and the Facebook and the Twitch and say hi to all my peoples. Hey, Jeff, how's it going? Hope you've been well. You look great. Oh, thank you. I could stand to lift a weight or two, but I feel okay. Your take on Hendon Hooker. What player in this draft, I like this one, would help our running game more than Darnell Washington? Georgia tight end. Love him, love him, love him. I'm that idiot who now has fallen in love with a player so much that I want to pick a tight end at number 26 overall, and he wasn't even the top tight end on his college team. Georgia's Darnell Washington is one of the most athletic tight end prospects of all time, blocks like an offensive tackle, and is an athletic freak show who could develop into a hellified problem as a receiver. So, yeah, I'd love Darnell Washington in the first round because you're going to go out there and he's going to help you in the run game. And when he catches a ball up the seam or shooting off in the flats, he is hell on wheels, baby. That running back room's going to be so expensive whether Zeke is here or not. That's not true. That running back room was $20 million against the cap last year. If you cut Zeke, it is $11 million against the cap. You're $9 million down and the cap went up. We can spend money elsewhere. Miss you, bud, on the daily. Hope all is well. All is well. Listen to 97.1 The Freak. Damn it. What would Darnell Washington's pro comparison be? Dude's a freak. Coming into the league, he's just a little bit bigger than Gronk and better change of direction. Their jumps were similar. So he's very Gronkish, except he has a bigger wingspan. Did Gronk run a 4.6? That might have been about the same. Gronk ran a good 3-cone, and Washington didn't run that. But yeah, he good. When's the next Scout Cast? That's my fault. I've been really busy, and it's hard to plan ahead on days to be like, yes, I can be sitting there at this time to do this. So when I do it myself, it's just, oh, I have a minute. Bang. But make sure you're checking out Vach Lombardi. He does this draft stuff well. Jeff, do you think Gibbs might be better than Bijan? His combine was fire. I think Gibbs is a stud. He is Alvin Kamara. I think he's really, 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 really good. And I think Bijan Robinson is the best running back prospect I've ever watched. And I started doing this in 13 or 14. So in 10 years or whatever, he's the best running back I've watched. We're worrying about the cap. Meanwhile, New Orleans is $500 billion in cap hell and still signing people. Yeah, man, if I wanted to do NFL talk for a minute, I'll tell you real quick. My thoughts on Derek Carr to New Orleans is I think it's pretty cool and admirable for their fan base that they're going to try their hardest to win, even though they're basically dead in the water. And they had to get Derek Carr down to a $7 million cap hit, which means later he'll be 55. And there's a void year at the end. And if they have to restructure him again next year, which they probably will, they're going to dump more money into that bucket. So yeah, there's going to come a year where they're going to eat $40 or $50 million in a single year for Derek Carr. So yeah, Saints are spinning their wheels, but shout out to them. Michael Thomas to Dallas. Hi V. I'll take him. McCarthy wants to run slants. That son of a bitch runs slants. What were the other things I want to talk about today? Combine. Couple names to throw at you. Cowboys at number 26 overall. I will keep in name the mind that in name the minds. Keep in name the minds. Flip that. I would keep in mind the names corners. How about Deontay Banks, Maryland? And how about Cam Smith, South Carolina? He checked the boxes. Over 6 foot. He's 6'1", 180 pounds. But he ran as good or better than I thought he would. And they could damn sure use an outside corner. Damn show. What else? I swear to God, I had other things. I had so many ideas because I was just prepping a show for tomorrow and I had so many ideas. And then I got here and I forgot what I was going to do. That's some combination of anxiety, depression, and ADHD. Brain doesn't work right. What are you guys doing? Emmanuel Forbes. Yeah, Forbes is a name that works too. So skinny. 166 pounds. But he's a freaking ball hawk. He just picks off all the passes and scores touchdowns. Who's your pet cat receiver this year? Probably Tyler Scott, Cincinnati, second round. After watching the Combine, I haven't done his tape yet, but after watching the Combine, I want to go watch that Marvin Mims tape at Oklahoma and see what that looks like, because I bet he could be a second or a third rounder. Jeff, good to see you live again since I missed the past ones. What's a good day 2 name to watch? Gee, just one guy? Let's check out my board. Google Docs. I'll share my draft board with you guys here in the chat. Let me get it pulled up. Draft board 2023. Share. Copy link. I'm going to paste the link into the chat on youtube.com/Jeff Cavanaugh. I'm sipping a half dose of energy drink for my volleyball game that is in 50 minutes, but I don't want to have too much because I want to go to sleep as soon as I get home. Okay. What was I doing? Oh, day 2 guy that I really like. Let's see. Day 2. Scott, the Cincinnati receiver. I like him. The Tippmann guy that I watched that played center for, I don't have my notes in front of me. Was he Wisconsin? Boy, for like 6'6", that dude sure does play low and get off the ball well. I bet he could play center or guard as a second or third rounder. Other names that I watched and really liked. I'm looking. I love Clark Phillips, the Utah corner, but he's 5'9" and he has short arms. So unless he's playing the slot, no. And I don't know if the Cowboys are going to be interested in a slot guy because they still got Jordan Lewis, and Bland is probably best there. That's why I'm looking for outside corners. If Devon Witherspoon could make it to 26, Illinois corner, that'd be awesome. If not, give me Banks or Cam Smith. I don't love Keely Ringo at Georgia, but a lot of people do because he's really big and he's really fast and really physical. I just think he's got a long way to go at playing corner. But you're picking traits over players, so that be the way it goes sometimes. Are there defensive end kind of guys that I like sneakily? Oh, and the Pitt defensive tackle, I'd take him all day. All day. Kalijah Cansey, I'd take him at 26 all day, and he would be the shortest armed defensive tackle in the entire NFL, I believe. But that dude is awesome. He is mini Aaron Donald. Not as powerful. Arms aren't as long, but the same sort of 280 pounds of whip your ass and do it in a hurry with quickness and speed. 10 million for a running back with a broken leg. Party at Jeff's, D-line in the first you like. Kalijah Cansey, defensive lineman. I need to flip two guys real quick. Hold on. Any defensive, like an edge guy, Nolan Smith, if he were available at 26, I would do that in a heartbeat. And you don't even need a pass rusher, but I just think he's that good. I think he has the chance to be a double-digit sack guy because he has all the bend in the world and motor. And even though he's 235 pounds, he's strong. I love Nolan Smith. I think he'll go before you, but who knows? Keon White, Miles Murphy, Jalen Carter. Can I get him to drop to 26? That'd be great. That'd be great. Rush is not on your cornerback list. Boo. Oh, I got to watch a bunch of dudes. Miss you on G-Bag, man. Well, check me out from 7 to 11 a.m. on 97.1 The Freak Monday through Friday. Duh. iHeartRadio app. Your face looks more defined, looking fresh. That's Botox, brother. I did the Botox right there a couple months ago. Jack Campbell tested well. I do need to watch him. The Iowa linebacker, he looked good. What's your take on Nahshon Wright? Same as it was when they drafted him. That I don't like 6'4" corners. I don't think they can change direction well enough, and it terrifies me to try. And I think watching him play in the NFL still looks that way. I would wish Kelvin Joseph would show up and be able to play well, but he's kind of had those opportunities, and we haven't seen it so far. So we are in the market for an outside corner. So let's find some. I need to watch the Miami guy too. Stevenson, need to watch him. There's still corners I got to watch. Syracuse guy, got to watch him. I you guys to watch. I need to get on my stuff this week. Oh, wait, I can cuss, can't I? Bijan in the first. Next draft Bijan. I would not dislike a Bijan Robinson pick. Do I think he'll be there at 26? I will guess no, but it could get close. And it's possible he'll be there just because the NFL is smarter. Now we debate if you would take an awesome running back at 26 instead of would you take him at 4. We're smarter. Do you think Simi or Tolbert will do anything? I hate to give up on a guy after 1 year. I liked Tolbert better coming out than I liked Simi. You can't bank on it. I'd love it, but you damn sure can't bank on it. If you get something out of one of those two, it just has to be a bonus. You can get a good running back in the third. Yeah, but also people also say that. And no, I think you could. Like the Tulane kid, Spears, Charbonnet. Somebody's going to help me with how to say the A&M kid's name because I've seen it all the time, but I've never heard it said. A chain? He's fun. But we just say they're all going to be available in like the third, and they're not. They'll probably all be gone by the Cowboys' third-round pick. Bigsby at Auburn. Yeah, it's fair. It's fair. You don't have to take a running back in the first. You never have to. Bijan's also super badass. Reese's Cups or Pieces. I like Reese's Pieces better. A chain. Thank you, Lamont. Healthy Steele and Torrance in the first. 90s O-line flashback. Thank you for the super chat, Mike. Steele's really good, and I love that he's allegedly going to be ready for camp. If you had Osiris Torrance, Florida offensive lineman, available in the first round, you play him at guard. I did see Brad Sham on Twitter yesterday when somebody tagged us predicting the Cowboys offensive line next year that said, Tyler Smith at tackle and Tyron Smith at guard. And he said, I'd flip those Smiths. And I think that line works. You better have a backup for Tyron Smith, but I love Tyler Smith at guard. I think he could be elite at guard. And I think he could be a good tackle, but I think he could be elite at guard. All right. I don't have any more time, guys. I got to go play volleyball. Thank you for stopping by. I love you guys. I just wanted to pop by and make sure I put out some sort of content. You guys have a wonderful day. Remember, Jeff What Pick will make you scream again like you did last year. Whatever it is, you'll know they're right and I'm wrong. Get ready for it, baby. All right. I love you guys.